All right, so in 2009, I had started working with the Feed the Wolves movement, which was previously known as Silverback Gorillas or Gangsta Flip Records, created by Bangum Smurf and Domination. Yeah, it was crazy. Smurf was actually had been deported and resurfaced in 2008, and I was here in the States working with Domination. So me and Domination were actually we running around the studios and stuff like that, and I was still on the interview circuit, you know, building a reputation for myself. So I had gotten an interview with just to let everybody know a brief history, I had done an interview with Freaky Zeke that went on World Star. I went all the way down to Virginia and linked up with some other artist, Dice, right after he signed with Ross. And then I did an interview with Domination that went on World Star. So I had a couple of pieces. I did an interview with 40 Glock, about 6 pieces of that went on World Star. And me and Damo were building. So we actually threw a couple of shows and all that as well in Rhode Island and Connecticut and Massachusetts and shit. So we actually were running around together when I was doing interviews and shit, and we were building like I said, doing shows, doing features. So I got an interview with Murder Inc. So I was running up to the crack house in Manhattan, and I was like, "Yo, Damo, you gotta come." I was trying to bring all the chosen ones, all the group members, but a lot of them people would actually be like in the hood, smoking weed, just fucking with women and shit like that. So we all ran up to Ja Rule's studio together. Damo came with me, Grams was there, a couple of my people were there, Caesar CeeLo, Ryan Behezy, and one of my people told me, they were like, "Yo, Ja Rule was briefed, like Mikey T, the movie star, showed up. Ja Rule's first response, Mikey T, that's it's a crazy white boy, but I fuck with him." So we all were about to go run into the studio and link up with Rule. He was actually recording a part of his Empire project then. So the 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef was actually, it's been lingering forever. And this is me bringing a former G Unit artist to the Murder Inc. studios. Domination and 50 Cent have a history. A lot of people say 50 actually stole one of Damo's bars, used one of his bars. Damo always used to be battling with Banks. Damo was the artist that Smurf went and worked with as he was, leaving the G Unit situation, trying to show 50 I can develop an artist. So me and Damo went in there. Everything was cool though. Ja Rule was actually receptive to my interview. We talked about a few things. We didn't get to go into further things. I wanted to talk about how Irv was actually trying to bring Shine and Nas to the Murder Inc. family at that point in time. So I introduced Ja Rule to Damo. They shook hands. We actually took a photo, some video actually. I never really be taking photos like that. I always take video. When people are like, "Yo, let me get a photo," I'm like, "Bro, Mikey T, the movie star, I do video." So we got a little clip of them together, and everything was cool. Everything was mad cool. So I actually brought a former G Unit artist to the Murder Inc. studio during the beef, and there was no sort of violence that happened that day. Domination is a talented artist. Free Domination. Smurf, I know we're going through some issues right now, uh, but hopefully we could get it all worked out and possibly start going back to shooting our Keeping It Real blog series together. That's where I envision it going. If we're going to mend the fences, we could get back together and do the podcast Keeping It Real, because I think that's probably what the fans want. It's probably what anybody wants that messes with the two of us. So I just wanted to reveal that story, though, of actually bringing Domination to the Murder Inc. studios. So for everybody wondering if there was speculation of Ja Rule and Murder Inc. doing any work with them, or if they thought that there was beef between the two factions, we actually sat in the same studio. Rule had some Dutches, and well, actually, no, it was me who had the Dutches. I walked in, Rule seen that I had the Dutch. He was like, "Yo, Mikey T, let me get a Dutch." So yeah, Rule had some fire ass sour, and Damo didn't really smoke, but Damo actually had the Hennessy on deck. We was right, and it was cool because they actually had the dollar pizza down the street, actually, right from Murder Inc. I always remember that about Murder Inc. Studios, that right down the street you got the 99-cent slices. All right, man, shout out to Ja Rule. free Domination, and bring Bang'em back. That's a dope new movie too, Bang'em. I see you working.